That was weird. I can admit that. Alright, so this is the second video, second part to this video about coming out tidbits. Alright, so in the beginning I told you about making sure and telling family. Now family, hardest thing to do is tell your family. I mean, you're going to be with these people as long as they live. You know, you grew up with these people. It's hard to come out to them. I understand that. A lot of people say, if you live with both parents, they say tell your mom, then your dad. Me, I told my mom and my dad. I did that, yes. But when I told my mom, she wasn't as accepting of it in the beginning. Basically, it took her a few years, like about 3 years really. And then I told my dad, like after I told my mom, told my dad a few months later, and he's like, okay, yep. He kind of accepted on the spot. Really, it just took him right when I told him. Well, that's what I picked up anyway. But you know, could have taken him a little bit more time than just right then and there. But it really did take my mom some odd years, because about 5 months ago, she's like, okay, you know what? I accept it. My son's gay. My dad, he had no problem with it really. So, but every parent's different. Everyone's different, trust me. Because for what I just told you, you think my mom would accept it first when it was really my dad. So that's the hard part. You gotta be careful. That's one thing you really gotta be careful about, because you don't want to actually tell you. It's really a lot harder to tell family if it's years later. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Really, it really gets harder as time goes on. Especially if you dating someone or you're engaged to someone. Yep. Gonna tell my mom I'm engaged to this man. That's not gonna go well, since I have not told her no hide no here or whatever. It's not easy. I'm not saying it is easy. Trust me, it was not easy. I actually had to have someone with me when I told my mom. Coming out in the beginning is hard. It really is. But as time goes on, you start to open up a little bit more. Little by little. First year, barely told anyone. Second year, I had a motto. You ask, I tell, and in the small fine print saying, as long as I can trust you. Even though there were sometimes I did deny it anyway. I denied it when people would ask me, like, not because of the fine print, but because I was afraid to tell them. And then, you know, another year later, I just didn't care anymore. Whenever anyone asked me, I would not hesitate. Nope. And it's not like I just say it out loud just for the heck of it. It's not like I tell people as soon as I meet them. No, not how I work. Really isn't. Just saying. Alright. Next tidbit. If you plan on staying hidden about it, or if you're planning on just being straight up obvious. I kind of feel as if, you know, a lot of femme guys are really obvious. But really, I can't say that, because trust me, I've been on some really feminine guys, and they actually are straight. Trust me. I was shocked and amazed, to be honest with you, that I'm running into some really femme guys and they're straight. Womanizers, really. So I really can't judge on that. But, you know, between, you know, being open about it and between being hidden and in plain sight, yeah, things like that. Well, as me, where I'm like, I don't know what to call myself, where, you know, I'm very open about it, as in I don't care if you know or not. That's kind of the whole open part, you know, being open and out with it, between caring if they know or not. Between being hidden, you don't want nobody in your business at all. Really, it is pretty hard to stay hidden. If you got a lot of, like, close guy friends, and they don't know you're gay, and they have girlfriends, and they're like, wait, where's your girlfriend, man? You know, let me hook you up with somebody. staying hidden is harder than being open, to be honest with you, in my opinion. So it really depends on what you want to do. I would suggest being, you know, open, as in just not caring. Just being who you want to be. So, now coming out to friends is actually a lot easier than coming out to family. It's a lot easier. Because a lot of people say friends come a dime in a dozen. Partially true, but not true at the same time. Because there are some friends you want to keep, and there are some that you just aren't really that much into, but most likely you're going to want to keep your friends, and you want them by your side. You want as many people by your side on this. You need some people to comfort you, whether they're guys or girls. Me, I am really friends with a lot of women. I really am mostly friends with girls. Kind of mostly. I really don't know why, really, to be honest with you. I mean, that's just me. So, and also coming out, be careful how you pick your friends. If you got friends that are like straight up butt heads, and you know, be careful. Coming out at a job. Now, that is not necessary. You don't need to bring your life up into work. I'm sorry, I'm scratching my leg. That is not necessary at all. You do not need to do it. Trust me. That's your personal life. You do not need to bring your personal life to work unless you're straight up out there about it. It's okay. It's not a requirement. You really don't need to. Me, I'm kind of like, oh yeah. Some of my coworkers know. Most of my coworkers know. That's because they asked, and I don't care. So, work environment does not need to really know. Straight up, you don't need to know. And then, you know, the whole coming out, as in, you know, if you're gonna come out and you want to find someone, give that some time. If you wanna find someone, give it a little time. Trust me. You don't wanna. I really say you don't really wanna come out of being gay. You know, as in like recently realizing you're gay and then straight up date someone. That's gonna be a little hard because you're kind of new to the whole thing. Yeah, sure, it's pretty cool to have someone that actually knows the whole scene, but at the same time, it's also pretty hard. Trust me, I actually dated someone like that. I was the first one he ever came out to, first one he ever liked, dated. I was the first one he kissed. I was the first everything for him. But you know, it was really hard for him. Like he even explained that to me. It was really hard for me to, you know, start coming out about it and date you at the same time, because he's like, I want to be open, let people know I'm dating you, but I'm also scared at the same time. And me, I was in the position where I'm like, I like to say, yeah, this is my boyfriend. But he wasn't in that position. So it's not just hard for the person coming out, it's hard for the person that's already out. It was hard for me because I'm like, I have to keep my love a secret, and I'm like, I don't want to keep something like that so hidden, extremely hidden, where people couldn't even know we were friends, really. So that's how it was, you know, people couldn't even know we were actually even buddies. That's how hard it was, and I didn't even like that idea. So give it some time. If you're going to think about dating someone, make sure you're both on equal ends on stuff. So, alright. So, that's enough tidbits on that scenario. So, really, I don't have any other ideas what to say about coming out, except, you know, it takes time. You're not going to get it right on the spot. You're not going to come out right on the spot, trust me. There's some people that can, but there's some people that can't. It takes time. Blah blah blah, you know. Being gay is hard, and actually it is proven, trust me, being gay is hard, but it gets better. It does get better as time goes on, and really, I tell you what, you're gonna love it when you are actually alive during the time where the word gay is left out of mind. Where like, this is my gay friend, or you can just say this is my friend, or I'm a gay man that likes a guy, or just turn it into this is the man I love. I would love to just come where we are in a world where we're like, hey, I love a man, whatever, instead of just saying I'm a gay guy that likes a guy. Hopefully we do get into that world. Alright, so this is me signing off, saying it gets better. Peace be upon to everyone, and let peace be upon the world. Alright, love one another.